Welcome to It Happened in Grand Prairie, as we take to our task the history that is very important to Grand Prairie, and we are making real history today because we have from the Calvary Baptist Church and from one of the busiest members of the Chamber of Commerce, member of every other club in Grand Prairie, Texas that's doing good things for our city. We're just so pleased to welcome you to our history tape number 669. And thank you very much for watching our show. And welcome to the show, my dear.
Thank you.
Lila
It's very
Thorne.
good to be here.
It is very good to have you here.
Thank you.
And you're not the preacher.
No.
No, but you're the stem winder for getting the preachers here so we can do the things that we need to do for the Lifeline Shelter and all of the things that you stand for, representing everyone that's a member of Lifeline.
Thank you.
And,
That's right.
and other members in Grand Prairie, Texas that we don't have a title for, but we know they're there.
That's right.
That's wonderful. And I want you to introduce a very brand new person to us today. It's very exciting when you bring a new man into town and you're out doing good things for Grand Prairie and they're religiously antique happenings. We're glad to have you do that for us.
Well, thank you very much, Ruthie. It is my pleasure to bring Mitch Garner with me. He is helping us with the Lifeline Gospel Concert. As many will remember,
Hello. Hi,
Welcome,
Ruthie.
Mitch Garner.
Good to be with you today.
Yes, and I have the spelling right too.
that's right, it is a different spelling.
Yes, it is.
Yes. You know, Larry Brundridge has helped us for the last 7 years with the
Yes.
Gospel Concert, and Larry is here in the audience today. And we do want to pay a special tribute to him and thanks for all that he has done. And this year he is handing over the reins to Mitch Garner, and so we're very pleased to have Mitch with us.
We're just so glad to have both of them with us, and especially Larry with his expertise. He'll stem wind him into just being one of the most wonderful persons at Calvary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Mitch has actually helped Larry with the Gospel Concert
Oh, good.
for the last 5 years, so he's been a very integral part of it. Also, just a little more in the background.
Okay. Tell me what we need to know about.
Okay, well, we are having our 9th annual Lifeline Gospel Concert. It's going to be Saturday, March the 9th at 7 p.m. at Calvary Baptist Church.
Now, where is Calvary Baptist Church? Is it anywhere near City Hall where we do all of our good politics?
It is right across the street from City Hall.
Oh, good.
The official address is 401 West Church Street, and it is right across the street from the water department
Oh,
over
wonderful.
there. So very convenient to downtown Grand Prairie.
Yes, yes it is. And what time of the day are we doing this?
It will begin at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. We're changing it this year. We're going to have it Saturday evening rather than Friday evening like we have been. And so it is Saturday, March the 9th at 7 p.m.
Yes, and the Calvary Baptist Church, what are they charging you to come in the door and go to this very wonderful happening?
What we do is we do a love offering
Oh,
during the concert, and everyone gives what they feel led to give at that time.
okay. That's wonderful. And then we're on our own unless they catch us before and said, you better give some money when you come to this thing because it's worth it.
It is definitely worth it. So we have had very good participation in the love offering over the years.
And what happens to this love offering that you get from that?
It goes to Lifeline Shelter for Families, and Lifeline Shelter for Families is a nonprofit organization in Grand Prairie that works with the Grand Prairie Independent School District to help eliminate homelessness with the school children. For years, we didn't think that we had any homeless children,
Yes.
but we do. And as economic times change, obviously the need for that changes also. And so we help the families trying to keep them in their homes so that the children do not have to change schools.
That's wonderful. Are you the past president of this organization?
Yes, I am a past president of this
Of
organization.
the Lifeline Shelter?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no wonder you know so much about it that you can tell us the story on both sides of the page, can't you?
Well, close.
That's wonderful. May I have, you have something else to tell me?
No, I think that Mitch needs to tell us all about the gospel concert because he has planned it and we've got some really good performers coming in.
That's where I was going with the next step.
Yes.
And so, Mitch, I just think since you've already worked in this thing about 5 years and you're gullible enough to say, I'm going to do it for real this time, I'm going to come out even though I did this in the background. I'd like for you to just tell us what you do and look out into your camera and just be sure that you send a personal invitation to every person that watches our show and that we want them there. And you're really excited about getting this opportunity.
Absolutely, I sure am, Ruthie. And of course, I've been a friend with Larry Brundage for several, well, actually going back to the 60s. And for several years been a part of the Lifeline Shelter for Families, working with Larry and providing music, piano, and that type of thing. But this year Larry asked me if I would help out as far as taking the charge of the emceeing and putting together the program and that type of thing. And so I, loving the shelter, the Lifeline Shelter as I do, I wanted to go ahead and participate and be a part of that as well. And it's been exciting. I've really enjoyed getting to know some of these performers a little bit more than I had in years past, and so it's been very exciting.
Well, you were kind of hiding in the closet, so to speak.
Well,
and so in that sense of the word, and so now you're coming out for real, and I think that is a wonderful opportunity for us to enjoy your presentation as well as what Larry's done, because we have taken him just at face value, and he was just the top of the line.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, nobody can replace Larry. And as a matter of fact, it was one of the things that I insisted upon in coming in, that if I did, I wanted Larry to still work with me, and he has been gracious to do that. He'll be active in the program. He'll be singing. He'll be directing some congregational singing that we'll be doing during the course of the program. And those are the kind of things that I just kind of insisted on, Ruthie, because Larry and I have worked together, like I said, for many years. And we sort of go together a little bit like peanut butter and jelly, kind of like chips and salsa.
Oh, that's good.
We go together. So it's been a great experience already.
Well, I want to know if you enjoy the youth. Some of the families bring their children, some of them bring their teenagers, and so forth and so on. How excited are you to look out into that assembly and see every age that there possibly could be that come to that and give it sustenance? Oh,
very excited. I just think that even in our own churches, and Larry, of course, was a worship leader at Calvary Baptist for many years.
Yes.
That's what I do. I'm a worship leader at a church in Northwest Fort Worth area.
Yes.
And when I look out at the congregation and I see all the different ages represented, that makes a concert or a worship service or anything we're doing much more exciting. And of course, I've had kids. I've got 2 grown now, and I've got 3 grandbabies that I'm very excited about.
And you're working on to get them to come when they get older.
Well, absolutely. I think it'd be a great experience for them. And so it's very exciting to have all those groups. And I feel comfortable and I feel just right at home with everybody. Whether they're a child or whether they're in their senior years. I love them all, and I think it'll be a great time. Now, we've talked about the attenders, the people that attend. How about these people that attend because they are the artists that appear before them at their will? Well, every one of them loves this event. They love the Lifeline Shelter. Without exception, even those that are participating behind the scenes, those that are involved in the security or in the media or the sound. As I was contacting a lot of these folks that Larry had put together over the past several years, without exception, every one of them said absolutely they wanted to be a part of it again. And of course, they're just giving their time and they're donating their experience and their help. Their talent. Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, that's what we're hustling, is that wonderful talent that you bring forth and bring them out
Some of them are a cappella. Some of them have orchestration behind them, and it is just a wonderful evening. You'll think you're in New York City at one of their big deals.
It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think people will come in and know that they can relax and just enjoy an evening of some great gospel music. And these people are great singers. I mean, we're not putting folks up there that have an apprehension about it. They love to sing and perform in front of people, and they do it from their heart. And it's just a great opportunity, a great time for us.
And some people want to get there early so they can get on the front row. Could you believe that?
I just think a front row seat would be great. We'd love to have them.
Oh, it's magnificent, because the ones that are performing, they're main people that really enjoy hearing that person. They'll come and hustle that front row seat, won't they?
Yes, they will.
Well, have you got anything to say that you want to discuss formally on this show with Mitch?
Well, you know, Ruthie, one of the things that I would like to say to show the dedication of the people that actually work this concert, obviously we know of Larry's dedication. Mitch has been with us for 5 years, and he comes to us from, as he mentioned a little bit ago, Northwest Fort Worth. He is not actually in Grand Prairie at this time, although he was raised in Grand Prairie. That is, to me, that's dedication.
Oh, yes.
To be traveling to come and help Lifeline put on this event. And so I would just encourage everyone that's listening to us to make plans for Saturday, March the 9th. Plan on being there. It begins at 7 o'clock. As Ruthie said, come early so you can get a front row seat, because everyone will be blessed.
That's wonderful. Is there any other encouraging word that you would like to get some more people interested in Lifeline?
Well, if you want information about Lifeline, and there are so many people that do, it helps the families. We have wonderful stories of families that really thank Lifeline and all the people that have donated to Lifeline in helping them get over that bump in the road that they've had and back on their feet. And I will just give my phone number, and you can call me if you want. It is 214-244-5978. And you can get information on Lifeline itself, information on the gospel concert.
And do you have memberships? You don't have regular memberships in the Lifeline, like if you don't have dues paying?
No, we do not have dues. We have the board. We do have a working board that works all of these events, and
And if once you're ever president, that means you don't ever have to come back, doesn't it?
You don't have to come back. Well, you come back and work.
That's it.
That's right.
In other words, even though you're the past president, first thing you know, you're doing a television show, you're doing other great things for the Lifeline Shelter, and sometimes they'll even ask you to be in charge of their fundraising affair. What do y'all do for fundraisers?
Well, one of the fundraisers that will be coming up is in June. We will have our Freedom Luncheon that we have every year that has been a wonderful event. So we'll be having that on June the 13th at the Ruthie Jackson Center.
Yes.
And so that will be coming up.
That's wonderful. And is there any other thing that you want to tell about the Lifeline before I go back to Mitch?
I would say check your hearts, check your pocketbooks, and anyone that wants to give a donation, obviously we would welcome that donation to help our families. About 95% of all donations that come in go to the families in helping them.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they come to this event that we're having, can they bring a guest?
Absolutely. Bring your friends, family, neighbors. Bring a carload. We would love to have everyone there.
Okay. Well, that ought to seal all that up pretty good. So I need to go back to Mitch and see how have you felt about this event?
Well, when I first found out about it through Larry, I just thought it was a tremendous charity to be able to help people in your hometown.
Yeah.
You know, not just some place else that's out there, but right here in Grand Prairie, where there are a lot of families that are suffering and, like I said, had bump in the roads. And this is the kind of thing that I want to be associated with. And not only that, I think it's something that is, it's honoring to Christ. I think that it's honoring that we should help our fellow man when we have the opportunity to do that. And with this gospel concert, we're all having a part in that, even from the standpoint of the music. We want to provide a great night of just gospel music where families can come, enjoy, listen, and be uplifted and be excited about supporting something like this.
Yes.
This is what we want to see happen. And I tell you what, just in my experience in the last several years, every year the offering has been tremendous. It just seems like it just keeps getting better and better and better with every year that I've seen it. And of course I think that that's because there's a lot of good work that's going on behind the scenes,
Yes.
as well as the good hearts of the people of Grand Prairie
That's wonderful.
that come out and support it.
That's
So.
great. And Lila, would you like to explain to us what happens to the money that you all have? Because when these people, is it you people that are on the board that decide who gets the money, or do you have somebody working in an office, or do you have a place of business?
We have a caseworker manager that interviews the people. The people are referred to us from Grand Prairie Independent School because that's where they find out that the children are homeless. And then they are referred to us. They come and visit with our case manager,
Who is your case manager?
Kathy Severance. And she will interview the people.
Does she have
Look at the
anyone
needs.
helping her?
She does. She has an assistant by the name of Vivian that helps her also with some of the work. And also we utilize interns from UTA that come and work free for us. It's part of their education that helps out too.
Oh, that is great. And where is your office for Severance to work?
It is on College Street. The Grand Prairie Independent School District has donated office space, and that's where we are.
Now you're getting down to the real meat of the thing, and the Grand Prairie ISD helps in a lot of ways.
Absolutely, absolutely. They have put on events for us to raise money. They are wonderful to work with.
I just went to something that was the love of soup. Are you involved in that
Yes.
with the Lifeline?
Yes, Soup's On for Love. The school district does that every year at the school headquarters, and different people participate in bringing their special soups that they make. They're all homemade soups. And then the community is invited to come in, give a love offering donation there again, and they can rate the soups as to which one is the best, and that group gets recognition for being the top soup maker of the event.
Well, I attended that last thing you had for the love of soup and all of the good stuff, but I was surprised when I got there and there were 4 wonderful Hispanic women. 3 of them didn't speak English, but one of them spoke partial English, and they were not invited as a representative group, but they said, we want to come and bring our Hispanic soup. And they came uninvited as Dallas, and they did the most wonderful job that you have ever seen. Those 4 ladies, they had people crowded around their booth. Everything they had was Hispanic food of soups, of their soups.
Yes,
and
very
and they're going
tasty
to come
and very
back
good.
next year, they said.
Yes.
Yes.
And we even have the city manager come and serve soup. So
Yes.
we enjoy everyone that's there.
And how many different groups of soup do you think we had at this last one?
We probably had 12 to 15 different groups.
Yes, yes. And so when you take at least 4 soups and do a bowl full of those, you're going to have to walk home because you've eaten so much and had such a good time at that place.
That's right.
Where do you hold this thing?
It is at the school headquarters. They're on Beltline Road, just off of 303, Pioneer Parkway, which is 303.
Is there any one person in charge of pulling all that together, or is it left to the schools?
The school does that. Terry Wilson from the school is the one that really coordinates everything on there. In addition to the soups that's being served, the social workers within the school bake cornbread and bring in. And this year they baked cornbread in the form of hearts because the title of the event is Soups on for Life.
And they were kind of sweet, and they sure were good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes, that's wonderful. Well, we just wanted the Calvary Baptist to know that they do the religious part, and somebody does the soup, and there's somebody else that does one of those things at the Ruthie Jackson Center where you always get a lot of money, that it takes a lot of money to run your business, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And I'm so thankful for Miss Severance. And her son was a member of the police department here in Grand Prairie until recently. He was not promoted, but he got a job as the cotton picking police chief down, I believe it's Cleburne or somewhere.
Cleburne, yes ma'am.
Cleburne, Texas. So we're helping to promote food, jobs. Good luck for all of those that help do the work, but the blessings that the people receive that come to the things that you all do is almost an inherited job, isn't it?
That's right.
Well,
and Ruthie, also I would like to mention our president, Diane Wynn, could not be here today. She had to be out of town and asked me if I would be here, and that's why I'm here. But Diane Wynn is our president this year.
And we've had some wonderful presidents, and we don't bring them on television if we can get the president here, right?
That's right.
That's wonderful. And we've had one man president, hadn't we?
We have.
Yes, Mr. Thorne.
Kim Thorne.
Kim Thorne, that's wonderful. And he had 2 years on the trip, didn't he?
He did.
Yes, but we kept him at the plow, didn't we?
We did. He
That's
worked
wonderful.
very hard and is continuing to.
Yes, it's continuing. Well, is there anything you want to ask her while you've got her on television where you can hold her to the spot?
No, ma'am. I think she's answered a lot of great questions today, and I've enjoyed getting to know Lila as well as the other folks on the board for the Lifeline Shelters. It's been great to kind of make some new friends with this, and I'm just very excited to be a part of it with them.
Well, I'm thankful that you're from Fort Worth. I was born in Fort Worth, and I got back to Grand Prairie as soon as I could. Because my father was with the Dallas Power and Light and the Fort Worth Power and Light, and he was a meter detective and ran with all of the sheriffs and everything. So I sent him to heaven, and then I sent Mr. Jackson to heaven.
Right.
So with all of those things as a background, I want to thank y'all for coming today.
Well, thank you, Ruthie. It's a pleasure.
It's just been a delight having y'all here, but it's going to be more of a delight when we get to this magic day of
Saturday,
the 9th.
March the 9th at 7
Don't
p.m.
forget March the 9th, all right? Now, I want you to look into your camera and give everyone an invitation, and you're next.
We just invite everyone to, again, bring your family, friends, neighbors, and come to Calvary Baptist Church Saturday, March the 9th at 7 p.m. for the wonderful 9th annual gospel concert.
And that magic address is?
401 West Church Street.
And that's in Grand Prairie, Texas?
That's in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Across the way from City Hall?
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll have policemen watching our cars and all of the things that are necessary?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we're just looking forward to meeting you, and bring your family, bring your kids, bring your teenagers, the young and the old. This is going to be a family night. It's going to be an awesome time of gospel music. Very relaxed, just a very enjoyable time, and I just think it's going to be for a great cause. The Lifeline Shelters is worthy of it, and we would like for you to come. Bring your pocketbooks, open up your heart to this group, because I'll tell you what, it will make a difference in your city, in Grand Prairie. It's just going to be great to be here for this.
Thank you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
are wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate you very much. And this is Ruthie Jackson reminding you that it's still wonderful. It's happening in Grand Prairie, but it's under the history of Grand Prairie, and we're so thankful for all of those that make this possible for us. Thank you for watching our show. God bless Texas. God bless America. And God bless this wonderful group that's taking care of those that are everyone in Grand Prairie should have a heart for. And thank you for watching our show.